Hello, everybody. This is Tharpo, your happiness coach. I'm an NLP practitioner and a happiness coach here to say I've got this really cool thing we're putting out right now. It's called the Happiness Journey Journal. It's 15 steps you can take for a week to boost your happiness to the level you want. Subscribe to our channel and then give us your email and we'll send you this amazing happiness journey journal. I can guarantee if you do these 15 things each day for a week or two, you're going to see a big difference. Hello, everybody. This is Tharpo, your happiness coach. I am so happy to be here. Today, we're going to be talking about the 4 agreements by Miguel Ruiz. These are such good things, tools. Number 1, be impeccable to your word. 2, don't take anything personally. 3, don't make assumptions. And 4, always do your best. And I'm adding a 5th one today, so make sure you watch all the way till the end to see that 5th one I'm adding today, which I believe is very important too, because I do believe this stuff helps your happiness, especially like be impeccable to your word. You know, when I was a kid, I had a cousin who lied all the time, and he lied so much, he forgot. He didn't even know the truth anymore. So just knowing that you can be true to your word, you're going to find yourself where you don't have to backtrack or worry about it. Because when you start lying, a lie is a lie, no matter how big or small. When you tend to use one, you tend to use them all. And then people don't believe in you after that. So what I'm saying to you, that's a poem I wrote a long time ago, but really find yourself, it's going to be much easier in your life if you can just keep your word. Be impeccable to what you believe and keep your word. That's one of the first agreements. Speak with your integrity. Tell the people the truth. I was talking to a client the other day, and she said she was doing stuff, and I said, well, and she said, I tend to get it done. I tell people I'm going to do it, but I don't get it done. And I said, well, that's still a lie. And she says, well, I didn't intend it to be a lie. I said, I understand you didn't intend. I know you had good intent. And yet let's stop promising and telling people we're going to do something and not do it. So we want to be impeccable to our word. So because I had another client, same thing, and she would make plans with these people, and she said she'd bring the food and she'd bring everything and she'd come to their party, but she knew at the time she was making it, the commitment, she wasn't going to do it, but she just didn't say no. So do yourself a favor. Say no when you need to say no. Say yes when you need to say yes, but keep your word. You'll find your life is a lot easier when you can keep your word. And also then you don't get people, being mean to you, saying you're a liar. So I really believe in this 4 agreements. Okay, don't take anything personally. Now, the thing about that's his 2nd agreement, is that when you take things personally, you're offended a lot of times, and it's not necessary. I was in a conversation actually yesterday with somebody about politics, and I took it a little personal, and then I discussed with other people, and they said, you don't have to take things personally. They were saying that if I'm not with them, I'm against them. And I said, I'm not against you at all. I believe what you believe. I'm just not doing it the same way you're doing it. And that's okay. So I did take it personally, but the truth is it was their hurt that was there. And I took it that it was mine. And when you take it on somebody else, a lot of people are letting out steam. And if you're the one who, if you don't have enough self-esteem to understand it's not about you, you're going to get hurt sometimes. And what we want you to do is understand everything's not about you, and you don't have to take things personally. If they really come and they, you can take personally things that you need to, like if somebody called you a name, you know what I'd do if somebody called me a name? Actually, I'd just say, thank you. I appreciate your opinion. And that's because, you know why? It's because it's not really what other think about you. It's what you think about yourself. So that's one of the things where you'll start becoming happier, when you understand, you know, if you're a good person and people are saying mean things to you, that's about them. So you don't have to take that personally. When somebody's yelling or screaming or being mean to you, that's about them. So, and the next agreement is don't make assumptions. Now, you might assume that they don't like you because they're yelling and they're doing politics. But again, politics doesn't mean it's about you. Again, that we were having a political discussion the other day, and I took it personally for a bit, and then I realized I'm doing that. Their political values is on them and what they feel. I don't have to get mad because they have certain opinions, because if you really realize, you know, the Democrats, the Republicans, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. There's both sides. There's two sides that seems to every story. I've even found what might be fun or happy for me might make you miserable, and what makes me miserable might make you happy. So when we're on this journey to become better and happier, we have to try the different things, work on the different things to see if they work for us. When I tell people, and I tell a lot of people, to go outside just for a few minutes and get some vitamin D from the sun. Now, that might not work for somebody who's like albino or somebody who'd get burnt real quick. And then I would say, well, what could you do besides that? Maybe you could go, if you want to do a walk, you could walk through a mall, or go to, you know, a zoo where that's, you know, cool, or anything that works for you. So when I tell you you need, ought to, or must do anything, it's not true. You have to figure out if that's right for you. Okay, so again, back to the don't make assumptions. You know, sometimes we think it's also called mind reading in NLP, is basically you think you know what somebody else is thinking, but you don't. So ask them what they're thinking and find out, instead of just assuming they're mad at you or something, and they'll tell you more than likely, and then you can come back. Remember, go back to that first one, you know. So what are you thinking? You tell them what you think, and now you guys know. And truthfully, the fourth one is what I say every day I do, is always be the best you. You be your best self, you know. So when you get up in the morning, just every single morning, this is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do today to make it a good day? Is there anything, you know, can you work on the pillars of happiness? Like, can you do anything with your job? Can you do anything with your friends? Can you do anything about your health? Can you do anything about your wealth, your money, your how you're perceiving the world? How are you doing all these great things? So be your best self. Get up and really take action. Actually, just even a few days ago, we put out a little 7-day challenge to, you know, get up, do 15 things a day. They're so simple to do. One is just smile. And if you can't find somebody to smile at the mirror. Just, you know, a new one is high five yourself, you know, say, I'm going to do okay today, and give yourself a break. You know, and there's so many other things you can do each day. So if you want that, just, you know, give us your email. We'll send that to you. Anyway, I really would encourage you to look up the 4 agreements. It's all over the internet, and it's really good advice. I use it a lot with my clients. So just to get them perked up to say, what are you doing right now? Are you telling lies? Do you even know you're telling lies? They're not really intending to be lies, but keep true to what you say. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And if it doesn't come true all the time, just call the people up and say, I'm sorry, this is what happened, and I will do better next time. because you if you find yourself lying and then it just becomes a steady thing and it becomes harder to be truthful to anyone. And I really believe, like I said in my poem, a lie is a lie no matter how big or small. So, and then one more thing on don't take anything personally, because when we do, we're taking responsibility for someone else's actions, and that's not what we need to do. We need to be ourselves and know that we're good enough. And when people put us down, that's about them. And when people give us compliments, really just say thank you and appreciate the compliment, and be okay to be okay with yourself. Don't assume anything, again, one more time, because without asking, you really don't know. So just agree to make it a plan to communicate better with the people around you. And the fourth one is always be your best and do your best. And that's all we got. And if you do that, you don't have to live in regret. So if you be the best you every day, there's nothing more you can ask for yourself. And what I say to a lot of people, some days you'll only be 50%, and some days you might be even 120%. It's okay. Be okay with yourself. And this is not necessarily in the 4 agreements, but another thing I like to tag on is start being your own best friend. Treat yourself, push yourself like you would push your friend, but never push yourself so hard that you'd lose your best friend. Always be kind and considerate to yourself. There's enough people out there to be mean to you. You don't have to do it yourself. And watch yourself talk. Be kind to yourself. I know this is a lot today, but I want to say thank you for watching, and I am sending happiness, and it's going to be even better. You're going to get this stuff down, and I'm going to get it even more down, and we're just going to be happy. You can do it. Thank you so much. This is Tharpo, your happiness coach, signing off for this episode. Remember, subscribe, and sign up for our email, because when you get this wonderful gift, it's going to change your life. Have a beautiful day.